Number 1.
1955 Ford Thunderbird Roadster. Price, $35,400. Location, Alabama. The 1955 Ford Thunderbird was more than just a new car, it was a cultural shift. Initially planned for just 10,000 units, demand soared following its debut, with over 16,000 cars sold by year's end. At nearly twice the price of a base Ford coupe, the Thunderbird broke convention by becoming the first truly successful niche vehicle produced by a major American automaker. This raven black example from the T-Bird's inaugural year captures the essence of mid-century design and remains a timeless icon of style and personal luxury. Exterior. Finished in classic raven black with excellent body lines and panel fit, this 1955 Thunderbird retains a striking presence. Its original chrome bumpers gleam, accented by jet-inspired Dagmar bumperettes and a clean egg crate grille. Visored headlamps, sculpted hood scoop, and a black canvas soft top, with clear plastic rear window, emphasize the Thunderbird's streamlined yet muscular form. Small tail fins house iconic round taillights with dual exhaust tips integrated into the bumper, a hallmark of the jet age design. Included is a red primer-finished fiberglass hardtop with porthole window, perfect for colder months. The paint shows some cracking and surface rust near the lower body, consistent with age, but overall presentation is clean and very presentable. Fender skirts, vented front quarter panels, and original Ford wheel covers on white wall tires complete this stylish period look. Interior. The cabin exudes period charm with two-tone white and black vinyl seats featuring tuck-and-roll inserts and black piping. Matching door panels include swooped black armrests and brushed aluminum inserts for switches and trim. The dashboard continues the engine-turned aluminum motif, punctuated by a sweeping speedometer, factory tachometer, and a clock. Though the original radio has been removed, the opening remains ready for a replacement. The small, floor-mounted shift lever rests atop a black transmission tunnel. Black carpeting is clean and well-fitted, while the black and chrome steering wheel adds flair. A black tonneau cover for the convertible top is included and easily stored behind the seats. Optional hardtop provides year-round usability. Drivetrain and performance. Under the hood lies a 292 CI block V8, topped with a 4-barrel carburetor and a chrome beehive air cleaner. The engine bay presents as mostly original, with factory-correct turquoise Thunderbird valve covers and lightware that suggests regular use and maintenance. Power is sent through a 4-wheel-matic 3-speed automatic transmission to a Dana 44 rear axle with a 3.31 gear ratio. The Thunderbird starts easily, idles smoothly, and delivers reliable cruising power with a distinct V8 burble. Undercarriage. The underbody is solid with minor surface rust visible on the frame, floor pans, and rockers, typical for an unrestored but well-maintained car. No structural issues are present. A new fuel tank has been recently installed. Suspension consists of independent coil springs in front and leaf springs in the rear, with drum brakes on all 4 corners. The exhaust system and chassis components appear original and structurally sound. Drive and function. Despite its compact cockpit, this Thunderbird offers a surprisingly comfortable ride. The car starts effortlessly and performs well, with smooth acceleration and solid braking. A slight drawback is the absence of a working radio, but the overall driving experience remains engaging and nostalgic. It's an ideal weekend cruiser and local show standout. Summary. This 1955 Ford Thunderbird Roadster captures the spirit of post-war American optimism and design. Combining elegance, performance, and originality, it features the desirable raven black exterior, both tops, a strong drivetrain, and highly presentable interior. Whether you're adding to a collection or seeking a stylish driver, this first-year T-Bird delivers a true slice of 1950s Americana. Comes complete with removable fiberglass hardtop and is ready to turn heads wherever it goes.
Number 2.
1955 Buick Century Riviera 4-door hardtop. Price, $34,100. Location, Florida. In 1955, the Buick Century earned its name by becoming the first American production car capable of reaching 100 miles per hour. Positioned just beneath Cadillac and General Motors' lineup, the Century offered premium styling and performance, without the flash of extravagance. That made it a favorite among professionals like country doctors, who valued luxury but didn't want to appear ostentatious. This restored Riviera hardtop example, originally from Las Vegas and now in Florida, embodies the golden era of Buick styling and mid-century American performance. Exterior. Finished in a stunning two-tone combination of Dover white over Cherokee red, this Riviera sedan exudes elegance and motion even at a standstill. The wraparound windshield and rear glass flow seamlessly into the red-painted roof, highlighting the pillarless hardtop silhouette. Chrome trim is abundant and in excellent condition, especially the bold dual-level front bumper, jet-inspired Dagmar bumperettes, and a striking grille. Buick's signature 4 vent ports accent the front fenders, while sweeping side moldings guide the eye rearward to large chrome tailfins with integrated Chevron-style taillights. A set of wide white wall tires mounted on red-accented wheels with Buick dog dish hubcaps complete the look. This is mid-50s GM styling at its boldest and most refined. Interior. Open the door to a vibrant tritone interior of black, red, and white, exactly the kind of flair you'd expect from 1955. The front and rear bench seats are wrapped in a blend of tuck-and-roll black inserts, white uppers, and red side bolsters, all highlighted by crisp white piping. Door panels continue the theme with forward-sweeping designs and chrome trim. A large red and white two-tone dash houses an oval instrument cluster, flanked by round gauges and accented by a ribbed aluminum center panel. Chrome dash elements, temperature sliders, and a tasteful retro-style AM/FM radio reinforce the car's jet-age aesthetic. Red carpeting is in excellent condition, and the white headliner with chrome bows adds to the interior's high style. Drivetrain and performance. Under the hood sits a fully rebuilt and highly detailed 322ci nailhead V8, painted in correct Buick green and topped with a 4-barrel carburetor and period-correct oil bath air cleaner. This engine is paired with Buick's Dynaflow 2-speed automatic transmission, delivering smooth, seamless acceleration. The drivetrain is reported to be fully rebuilt and shows new wiring, hoses, and clean presentation throughout. A 3.40 rear axle provides relaxed cruising capabilities. Undercarriage. The X-frame and floor pans are structurally sound with some black undercoating applied over areas of surface rust. The underbody presents as clean and solid, consistent with a restored driver-quality car. Suspension consists of independent coil springs up front and leaf springs in the rear, with drum brakes at all 4 corners. A newer single exhaust system is fitted and functions properly. Drive and function. This Buick starts easily and drives with a smooth, confident presence. It accelerates briskly for its size, shifts without issue, and tracks straight down the road. During testing, all mechanical systems performed well except the speedometer, which will be included with a replacement unit and new cable. This Century delivers an enjoyable ride with all the presence of a true mid-50s highway cruiser. Summary. With Riviera styling, a pillarless hardtop profile, robust nailhead power, and show-stopping two-tone colors, this 1955 Buick Century is a quintessential example of mid-century American motoring. Restored with care and attention to both form and function, it is a stylish and capable cruiser ready for local shows, weekend drives, or just looking great in your garage. Own a slice of Buick history without the Cadillac price tag.
Number 3.
1955 Dodge Coronet. Price, $28,800. Location, Alabama. This 1955 Dodge Coronet marks the beginning of Chrysler Corporation's bold transition into the forward-look era, an era that redefined post-war American automotive design. Styled under the guidance of Maury Baldwin, who followed Virgil Exner's visionary cues, this Coronet showcases sweeping spear-shaped side trim, a split grille, and restrained tail fins. Believed to have just 35,434 original miles, this example remains highly original and represents a pivotal moment in Mopar design evolution. Exterior. Finished in a striking tritone combination of chiffon green, satin green opal, and Saratoga white, this 2-door hardtop retains its believed original paint. Minor touch-ups in the chiffon green and surface rust bubbles are present, but the body remains solid and impressively preserved for its age. The car's signature split grille is flanked by single-visor headlights and accented by a falcon-style hood ornament. Chrome trim and bumpers remain intact with typical patina, while the slight rear fins and wraparound rear glass reflect the dawn of jet age styling. Period-correct wide white wall tires and polished Dodge wheel covers complete the look. Interior. Inside, the interior maintains a harmonious green and white palette to complement the exterior. Original jacquard broadcloth upholstery in green and black with white vinyl bolsters and black piping remains in excellent condition. The two-tone dash houses round instruments and original switchgear, including the innovative PowerFlight slide lever selector on the driver's right. The original two-tone steering wheel, complete with chromed horn ring, is well preserved. Deep green loop carpeting, a clean set of door panels, and a lightly stained but tight-fitting headliner further reflect the car's authenticity. Drivetrain and performance. Powering this Coronet is its original 270 Ci Red Ram V8 with a 2-barrel carburetor, mated to the factory PowerFlight 2-speed automatic transmission. The drivetrain is unrestored but functional, and retains a mostly untouched appearance under the hood. The car starts easily and shifts smoothly, offering a quiet and composed ride. While braking is effective, a slight pull to the left is noted under deceleration. Undercarriage. Underneath, the Coronet presents as a true survivor. The frame, floors, and rockers remain solid, with factory-applied undercoating still visible in several areas. Surface rust is present on untreated components, and the single exhaust system shows deterioration, including a rusted muffler and perforated tailpipe. Suspension remains stock with independent coils up front and leaf springs in the rear, supported by drum brakes at all 4 corners. Summary. A true time capsule from the early days of Chrysler's $100 million look, this 1955 Dodge Coronet is a rare, low-mileage survivor with strong originality and unmistakable mid-century style. With its believed original paint, matching drivetrain, untouched interior, and 35,434 miles, this car is an exceptional example of early forward-look design. Included in the sale are the original bill of sale, original title, and complete ownership history, making this a must-have for collectors of classic American automobiles.
Number 4.
1950 Chevrolet Fleetline Deluxe Sedan. Price, $29,600. Location, Chicago. This 1950 Chevrolet Fleetline Deluxe Sedan is not just a classic survivor, it's a proven endurance machine, having participated in multiple cross-country rally events including the prestigious Great Race. Powered by a 216.5 Ci inline-6 and upgraded with a rebuilt TH350 automatic transmission, this Fleetline has been carefully prepared for long-distance touring while preserving its vintage character. Featuring excellent bodywork, reliable mechanicals, and a cabin outfitted for rallying, it stands as a tribute to the joy of driving old iron across the open road. Exterior. Finished in factory-style Mayland black, the body of this Fleetline Deluxe presents with classic Chevrolet curves and a teardrop fastback profile that remains among the most elegant of the post-war period. The body panels are straight and rust-free, accented by crisp stainless trim, including a full-length side spear, fender skirts, window surrounds, and rocker moldings. A distinctive triple-bar front grille houses the Chevrolet Cloisonné badge and integrated turn signal/parking light bar above a polished chrome bumper. A stainless band fully encircles the roofline, echoing the car's streamlined aesthetic. Out back, the trunk's bulbous contour is flanked by shield-style taillights and finished off with a bright rear bumper. Period-correct 15-inch steel wheels with Chevrolet dog dish hubcaps are wrapped in wide white wall tires. Sponsorship decals and rally stickers along the fenders and trunk tell the story of this car's adventures, each one a badge of honor from great race entries and long-distance rally events. Interior. Inside, the cabin reflects a thoughtful blend of originality and functional upgrades. The door panels are trimmed in gray broadcloth with chrome spears, green tuck-and-roll vinyl uppers, and gray carpeted lowers. The split front bench seat features off-white vinyl bolsters with green tuck-and-roll inserts, matched by a similarly trimmed rear bench. Gray carpeting lines the cabin floor, while a steel blue interior shelf frames the seating. The original steel dash is finished in two-tone light and dark gray, with a large round speedometer flanked by auxiliary gauges, factory controls, and chrome trim. A locker floor shifter is mounted in a center console that houses a large rally clock and dual cup holders. A timeless rally timer is mounted atop the dash for competitive navigation. The original radio and heater controls remain in place, although the blower is currently inoperative. The trunk is neatly carpeted in two-tone green and gray and includes ample space for rally spares and luggage. Drivetrain and performance. Power is supplied by a 216.5 CI inline six-cylinder engine, fed by a single-barrel carburetor and mated to a TH350 3-speed automatic transmission, both rebuilt prior to endurance competition. The rear axle carries a 4.11 to 1 final drive ratio, ideal for both mid-speed acceleration and highway cruising. The engine bay retains a vintage appearance with black inner fenders, a blue valve cover, new wiring, and patinaed finishes consistent with a well-maintained driver. Though the originality of the block is unconfirmed, the drivetrain is tuned for reliability and long-distance use. Undercarriage. The undercarriage shows minimal road grime and is remarkably clean for a car with such history. Factory-style black floors and solid frame rails remain intact, with no evidence of invasive corrosion. The car rides on coil springs up front and leaf springs out back, offering a compliant ride and confident handling. Braking is handled by jumbo drum brakes on all four corners, noted for requiring 25% less pedal pressure than standard drums of the period. Dual exhaust tips exit discreetly at the rear. Driving impressions. During testing, this Fleetline performed admirably. It starts promptly, idles smoothly, and shifts without issue through its rebuilt automatic gearbox. Steering is light and precise for a car of this era, and braking is effective thanks to the upgraded drums. The engine delivers adequate power for relaxed cruising, and the comfort level is high for both driver and passengers. Aside from a non-functional heater blower, all key systems operated as intended. Summary. Whether you're an endurance rally enthusiast, a lover of post-war GM styling, or someone looking for a ready-to-tour vintage sedan with real history, this 1950 Chevrolet Fleetline Deluxe delivers. Its rally-bred story is told in every sticker and dash-mounted timer. With a solid body, proven drivetrain, and comfortable, partially updated interior, this Fleetline is more than just a collector car, it's a reliable vintage travel companion built to keep going. Just add fuel and a co-driver.
Number 5.
1960 Ford Thunderbird Coupe. Price, $31,500. Location, Pennsylvania. Forget everything you've been told about the controversy surrounding the first four-seat Thunderbird. The 1960 Ford Thunderbird, affectionately known as the Square Bird, wasn't a compromise, it was a design revolution. This car didn't abandon the sports car spirit, it elevated it, blending American luxury and futuristic styling into one of the most iconic shapes of the jet age era. This Corinthian white over Monte Carlo red hardtop coupe is a numbers-matching example that's been carefully preserved and maintained by a longtime Thunderbird expert. The result? A striking, rare bird that turns heads, wins hearts, and comes with a few tricks up its tail fin, including a functioning factory sunroof. Exterior. The design of the 1960 Thunderbird is nothing short of sculpture on wheels. Finished in Corinthian white, its low, wide, and lean profile flows from the aggressive dual headlight eyebrow front end to the jet-inspired tail with its distinctive trio of round taillights. Chrome bumpers, trim spears, and gun-sight fender ornaments all shine with the era's flair. One of the most desirable features? The factory working sunroof, incredibly rare for 1960 and fully operational, giving this T-Bird an edge in both desirability and open-air experience. It rides on correct 14-inch wide white walls with sun ray tricolor wheel covers, completing the vintage look. Interior. Slide inside and step into the jet age. The cabin features a dramatic black and white color scheme with button-tufted white vinyl inserts, black vinyl bolsters, and a sweeping brushed aluminum dash with dual cowls. The wraparound windshield and full-length center console heighten the space-age cockpit feel. The original deep-dish steering wheel, power bucket seats, and power windows enhance the luxury, while the dashboard houses original gauges, a factory radio, and unique airflow controls. Even the trunk impresses, with correct plaid vinyl matting, matching spare tire, and jack. Drivetrain. Under the hood, you'll find a numbers-matching 352 CI V8, rebuilt and dressed with chrome valve covers and a chrome air cleaner. It's paired with the dependable Cruise-O-Matic 3-speed automatic transmission and a 3.10 rear axle. While the period-correct vacuum-powered windshield washer system is present, it's currently disconnected, but a fascinating peek into early engineering. Performance is smooth and commanding, with plenty of power from the 4-barrel carb, and a steady, reliable feel whether you're cruising downtown or headed for the show field. Undercarriage. Remarkably clean and well-preserved underneath, this T-Bird shows no signs of invasive rust. The frame and suspension components are well undercoat and remain solid. Power drum brakes at all 4 corners, coil springs up front, and leaf springs in the rear deliver that trademark Thunderbird ride. A restored fuel tank and newer exhaust complete the picture. Driving impressions. This car is a true cruiser. The V8 fires right up, the steering is light, and it pulls smoothly through the gears. The power seat makes finding your driving position easy, and the radio plays the tunes as you roll down the boulevard. While the AC needs a recharge, the horn functions when pressed in the right spot, and the reverse lights operate when the headlamps are on, just as Ford engineers intended, sort of. With only a few minor quirks, this Thunderbird drives as beautifully as it looks, and would benefit further from a switch to radial tires to improve handling and ride comfort. Summary. This 1960 Ford Thunderbird coupe is more than just a collectible, it's a design icon that defined an era. Featuring a rare working sunroof, a matching numbers 352 V8, and show-worthy aesthetics inside and out, this square bird is ready to be driven, displayed, and adored. With expert maintenance from a knowledgeable collector, it's a turnkey classic that needs nothing but a new owner.
Number 6.
1950 Hudson Super Six 4-door sedan. Price, $31,400. Location, Miami. Offered here is a beautifully preserved and unusually well-optioned 1950 Hudson Super Six 4-door sedan, showing just 45,072 actual miles and retaining its original, numbers-matching 262 CI inline 6. Finished in a striking two-tone combination of Naples green over Nile green, this example represents one of Hudson's most dramatic and advanced post-war designs, streamlined, low-slung, and unmistakably distinctive. Featuring a period-correct interior, working air conditioning, and excellent road manners, this early production 50 Hudson is a compelling choice for any enthusiast of post-war American design and engineering. Exterior. The design of the 1950 Hudson remains a standout from the era, with its step-down floor pan architecture and streamlined bodywork that sits lower than nearly anything else on the road from the time. This example is finished in two-tone Naples green over Nile green, with the darker color covering the roof, hood, and upper fenders, while the lighter green hugs the lower body panels and wraps around the back. Chrome trim accentuates the long, curving body lines, with stainless side moldings, window surrounds, door handles, and a dramatic bullet-shaped hood ornament. A large visor over the windshield adds period flair, and the front and rear bumpers present in very good condition. In the rear, oval-shaped taillights are set into chromed shield bezels beneath the rounded trunk line. 15-inch wheels were wide whitewall tires and Hudson hubcaps. Interior. Inside, the cabin is finished in rich saddle broadcloth with matching trim, with door panels featuring a three-dimensional chrome insert across the center and padded armrests. The front and rear bench seats are trimmed in pleated saddle leather, with the rear appearing particularly well preserved. The front seat shows only minor wear on the leather outer shell. The original tan mohair headliner is intact and tight, while brown loop carpet with tan mats covers the floor. The dash remains factory original, with polished metal trim and black-faced gauges using Art Deco ivory numerals. An underdash air conditioning unit has been added, and the brown Bakelite steering wheel retains its original horn ring and trim. The large trunk features a full-size spare and is carpeted with a fitted mat. Drivetrain. Power comes from a numbers-matching 262 CIL head inline 6-cylinder engine, equipped with a rebuilt 2-barrel carburetor. This engine is paired with a column-shifted 3-speed manual transmission and a 4.10:1 rear axle. The engine bay is clean and tidy, showing driver-level presentation with minor patina consistent with age. Despite its simplicity, the drivetrain delivers a smooth, confident experience with notable low-end torque, true to Hudson's engineering reputation of the era. Braking is handled by drum brakes at all four corners. Undercarriage. The undercarriage presents in solid, driver-quality condition, showing light road grime and surface rust in places but no structural concerns or invasive corrosion. The frame and floors appear sound, with minor oil seepage at the pan and transmission. Rear U-bolts show evidence of older weld work. Suspension is composed of coil springs in front and leaf springs out back, and a single exhaust system with a chrome tip exits under the rear bumper. Driving impressions. On the road, the Super Six delivers a smooth and composed driving experience. The inline six starts easily and idles quietly, while the 3-speed manual shifts well. The car tracks straight, brakes predictably, and offers a surprisingly comfortable ride thanks to its long wheelbase and solid suspension. The interior is spacious and relaxing, an ideal setting for leisurely drives or vintage touring. Summary. With its distinctive silhouette, low-slung body design, and graceful green two-tone finish, this 1950 Hudson Super Six is a character-rich example from a brand known for innovation and engineering prowess. Showing just over 45,000 actual miles and featuring its original drivetrain, tasteful preservation, and added air conditioning, this early production Hudson, built in October 1949, is one of just over 120,000 produced in its model year. Whether you're seeking an elegant cruiser, a conversation piece for your collection, or a vintage car that stands apart from the typical Big Three fare, this Hudson is an outstanding choice.
Number 7.
1955 Chrysler Windsor Nassau Deluxe. Price, $18,900. Location, Pennsylvania. 1955 marked a bold new era for Chrysler, as legendary designer Virgil Exner's forward look began to reshape the brand's identity. With its sleek proportions, wraparound super scenic glass, and refined bright work, the Windsor Nassau Deluxe offered American families a stylish and substantial hardtop that turned heads from downtown avenues to drive-in diners. This largely original example, with a recent repaint, excellent drivability, and a 301 Ci Poly V8, is a perfect classic cruiser that brings all the glamour of the mid-50s without the sky-high price tag. Exterior. Finished in a tasteful two-tone of cardinal red with a white roof, this Nassau Deluxe boasts elegant lines and classic proportions. The Virgil Exner designed sheet metal is adorned with a split headcrate grille, chromed twin-tower tail lights, and subtle stainless spears that lend a sense of motion. The wraparound windshield and rear glass help create Chrysler's signature panoramic greenhouse look. The paint shows well with a consistent shine, though minor hazing and a few inclusions are present. Chrome trim is mostly intact, with some pitting and dulling on pot metal components. Optional reverse lights and factory Chrysler badging complete the look. It rides on 15-inch steel wheels with full factory wheel covers wrapped in wide white-wall tires for an authentic 1950s stance. Interior. The tritone cabin offers a luxurious and period-correct experience. The seats feature light gray broadcloth inserts bordered by ivory white vinyl bolsters and light gray piping. Matching tritone door panels use leather pattern vinyl, white accents, and black carpeting to set a refined tone. The black padded dash top flows into a white steel dash face, filled with chrome bezels and Exner-era flair. Chrysler's unique fingertip PowerFlight push-button transmission selector is mounted high on the dash, giving the cabin a futuristic edge. Gauges show some light corrosion at the bezel edges, and chrome shows age in spots, but the overall presentation is authentic and charming. The black steering wheel with full horn ring is original and nicely preserved. The broadcloth headliner is taut and clean. Drivetrain. Powering this Windsor is the 301 cubic inch polyhead V8, believed to be original to the car and presenting well in silver with a black air cleaner and matching valve covers. Fuel delivery comes via a single 2-barrel carburetor. Chrysler's smooth-shifting PowerFlight 2-speed automatic transmission backs the V8 and sends power to a 3.54 geared rear axle. The engine bay is tidy and shows signs of prior detailing and mechanical upkeep. A great example of 1950s Mopar engineering. Undercarriage. While surface rust is visible throughout the underside, structural elements such as the frame and rockers remain sound. Floor pans have experienced more advanced rust and have been patched from above using galvanized sheet metal. These patches are functional but not cosmetically refined. Suspension consists of independent coil springs up front and leaf springs in the rear. Braking is handled by power-assisted drums at all four corners. A restoration of the underbody would elevate this car to the next level. Drive and function. Starts reliably, idles smoothly, and drives with classic 1950s road manners. Steering is relaxed, brakes are responsive, and the PowerFlight transmission shifts properly. Some body roll and mild creaking in turns are present, expected for a 67-year-old cruiser, but everything feels solid and usable. All gauges and dash controls function as intended. Summary. This 1955 Chrysler Windsor Nassau Deluxe offers a compelling mix of originality, design pedigree, and usability. With eye-catching 1950s styling, a smooth-running V8, and an inviting interior, it's ready to hit the boulevard, or serve as the foundation for a light restoration. Whether you're a fan of Exner-era Mopars or simply appreciate a full-size American classic with presence, this Windsor is a standout choice from the forward-look revolution.
Number 8.
1951 Mercury 8 Coupe. Price, $38,900. Location, New York. Seldom seen, even more rarely restored, this 1951 Mercury 8 Coupe stands proudly as a testament to post-war American design, curvaceous, commanding, and undeniably cool. While the 49 and 50 models enjoy more screen time thanks to Hollywood legends like James Dean and Stallone, the 51 is arguably the most refined version of the Mercury Coupe. With its sleek lines, bold chrome, and elegant craftsmanship, this example wears its restoration like a tailored suit and has the show trophies to prove it. Exterior. Finished in a rich pearl tan with hand-applied Von Dutch-style pinstriping, this all-steel beauty shows off its smooth contours with flair. The front end features Mercury's signature three-tiered chrome grille, flanked by rounded fenders and chromed visor headlights. The iconic jet hood ornament leads the way, floating above subtle custom lines and chrome flourishes that carry through the body. From the Fulton sun visor, twin chrome spotlights, and period-correct rear fender skirts to the wide white wall tires and smooth chrome caps, every inch of this car is steeped in vintage class. The rear bumper wraps around the quarters like a hug from the past, and more custom pinstriping draws attention to the tail lamps and rear badge. Minor chips aside, the paint and brightwork show wonderfully, an elegant cruiser with just the right attitude. Interior. Open the long doors and you're greeted by a beautifully coordinated multi-tone tan cabin, finished in a tasteful mix of broadcloth and vinyl. The door panels mirror the seat design, with perforated tuck-and roll cloth, smooth vinyl bolsters, and fine chrome detailing. The front and rear bench seats offer ample room for six and are impeccably presented, soft, supportive, and air-authentic. The dash is a masterpiece of mid-century design, with a tan steel top, ribbed chrome paneling, and original switchgear and instrumentation. The black Bakelite steering wheel remains in place, wrapped in leather for comfort. Below, tan carpeting flows cleanly throughout, while overhead a ribbed cloth headliner finishes the period-correct look. This interior is a time capsule, well-preserved, functional, and far more inviting than most modern fare. Drivetrain. Under the hood lies the original-style 255 Ci flathead V8, finished in engine blue and adorned with subtle red pinstriping. Fed by a 2-barrel carburetor, the engine makes 112 horsepower and is mated to a 3-speed manual transmission with overdrive. A converted 12-volt negative ground electrical system brings modern reliability to classic components, and the 3.91 rear axle keeps things moving at a satisfying pace. This powertrain setup offers a smooth, torquey experience perfect for Sunday cruises, car shows, or just rolling down Main Street in style. Undercarriage. The underside shows honest patina and solid structure. The X-frame chassis is intact, and suspension consists of coil springs up front and leaf springs out back. Braking is handled by drums at all four corners, and the dual exhaust system is fitted with Smithy's mufflers, giving the car a mellow, classic rumble. Chrome tips and period-correct static straps cap off the package. Drive-in performance. This Mercury drives like a dream, smooth, quiet, and commanding. The car starts with ease, shifts crisply through the gears, and tracks confidently down the road. Steering is light, the brakes are effective, and the cabin remains impressively serene at speed. While the original radio is inoperative, every other function checked out during testing. It's a true turnkey classic that's ready to cruise. Summary. A true survivor among customs and coupes, this 1951 Mercury 8 is as rare as it is refined. It carries the DNA of post-war Americana, balanced with a respectful restoration that brings out its best. Whether you're chasing trophies, nostalgia, or the admiration of everyone you pass, this Mercury delivers. Beautifully restored, mechanically sorted, and steeped in historical charm, this one belongs in the garage of a serious collector, or someone ready to start becoming one.
Number 9.
1951 Henry J. Coupe, blown big block street rod. Price, $46,500. Location, Pennsylvania. Unapologetically bold and brilliantly reimagined, this 1951 Henry J. Coupe is a rare sight in any condition, let alone as a full-tilt, street-legal blown big block monster. What began life as an economical compact has been transformed into a high-impact pro-street build, packing serious muscle under a wild, chopped and shaved exterior. With its killer stance, retro-futurist design roots, and show-quality finish, this custom build is as much rolling sculpture as it is track weapon. Exterior. The unmistakable Henry J. Fastback silhouette remains intact, now bathed in deep metallic blue-purple paint that shifts hue in changing light. The finish is show-ready and set off by blackout window trim, pinstripe door contours, and a blacked-out roofline for contrast. Up front, a custom chrome rocket grille creates a forward-punching presence, backed by shaved bumpers, exposed scoop, and dual bullet turn indicators. A massive blower scoop protrudes proudly through the hood, signaling serious intent. Out back, the car maintains its unique Manta Ray-style rear quarters, now hosting flush-mounted, shaved taillights and a clean roll pan. Weld racing wheels, skinny sub front and massive 31 by 18 meets in the rear, complete the aggressive stance, giving this Henry J the look of a drag car waiting to pounce. Interior. Inside is a blend of custom upholstery and retro-cool flair. High-back bucket seats and a uniquely contoured rear bench are finished in zigzag tweed broadcloth, which continues on the custom-trimmed door panels. Billet handles, power window switches, and a Lucara billet steering will add modern touches, while the original K-badged chrome dash bezel remains as a nod to the car's roots. A custom center console houses auxiliary gauges and a B&M floor shifter, sitting above deep blue carpeting and below a tight, cloth headliner. Every surface has been restored or refinished, making this interior as inviting as it is unique. Drivetrain. The showstopper lives under the hood, where a 468 Ci Chevrolet big block dominates the engine bay. Topped with a 6 hours 71 minutes Dan Hampton blower and dual Holley 4-barrel carburetors, this beast produces staggering power with an intoxicating exhaust note. It's mated to a turbo 400 automatic transmission, and sends power to a Ford 9-inch rear end. The engine bay is clean and polished throughout, featuring a custom aluminum radiator, chromed components, and a tidy overall presentation that reflects the level of care poured into this build. Undercarriage. Underneath, this Henry J is just as sorted. With ladder bars, coilover rear suspension, and rear drum brakes, the massive rear rubber stays firmly planted. Front disc brakes and a well-finished subframe provide modern stopping power and handling balance. The underside shows no rust, plenty of undercoating, and a clean, well-maintained drivetrain. Drive-in performance. With a thunderous startup, this Henry J doesn't whisper, it announces itself. Power delivery is instant, and the car's lightweight and short wheelbase make for a thrilling driving experience. Braking is modest, especially compared to the acceleration, so it's best approached with a steady hand and respect for the power. Despite the performance underpinnings, it drives surprisingly comfortably, making it as suitable for cruising as it is for smoking the tires at a stoplight. Summary. This is not your average resto mod or show car, this is a purpose-built street rod, disguised in the rare body of a 1951 Henry J. With custom touches inside and out, a polished and potent drivetrain, and head-turning presence from every angle, this is a car that stands alone. Whether you're showing it, driving it, or just admiring it in your collection, this wild build delivers vintage style and modern muscle in one unforgettable package.
Number 10.
1955 Pontiac Star Chief Convertible. Price, $34,200. Location, New Jersey. A true symbol of mid-century American design, this 1955 Pontiac Star Chief Convertible blends dramatic styling, extensive chrome work, and a luxurious interior with V8 power and smooth hydromatic transmission. Owned by the same individual for the past 40 years, this lovingly maintained convertible represents an older restoration that still shows remarkably well today. With 73,490 miles indicated, title marked mileage exempt, this car offers a rare opportunity to own a standout Pontiac from the golden age of American motoring. Exterior. Finished in a dramatic raven black over mist white two-tone, the exterior presents with exceptional depth and shine. A prominent chrome hockey stick side trim sweeps rearward into finned rear quarter panels, capped off with ribbed stainless trim behind skirted wheel wells. A unique flying chiefwood ornament, a blend of amber bakelite and chrome, leads the way above the distinctive grille with curved chrome bumper ends and prominent teeth. Rear styling includes round tail lights, a sweeping rear bumper, and signature V8 lightning bolt badges on the quarters. 15-inch sombrero-style hubcaps with wide white wall tires complete the look. The black canvas convertible top is easy to operate and features a clear plastic rear window. Interior. Inside, the black and cream vinyl theme continues with reupholstered door panels and bench seating in tuck-and-roll design. Split bench up front, full bench in back, all trimmed in black piping and appearing as new. A cream-colored convertible boot covers the top when stowed. The two-tone dash, black upper and cream lower, features the original fan-style speedometer, round gauge pods, and sparkling chrome accents. The factory AM radio remains in place and functional, as does the original steering wheel. The cabin is finished with black loop carpeting, and even the trunk has been finished to match the exterior with black carpeting and mist white sidewalls. Drivetrain. Power comes from a 287 CI Stratostreak V8, factory rated at 180 horsepower and topped with a 2-barrel carburetor. It's mated to a hydromatic 4-speed automatic transmission, sending power to the rear wheels through a 3.23 rear axle. The engine bay is clean, detailed, and clearly maintained for both reliability and show. This Pontiac runs well and retains much of its original mechanical layout with tasteful enhancements. Undercarriage. While not a full frame-off restoration, the underside shows very well. Factory X-frame is solid, as are the floor pans, which are covered in undercoating with some typical surface rust visible. Suspension consists of independent coil springs in front and leaf springs in the rear, with drum brakes at all 4 corners. The single exhaust system exits cleanly at the rear and appears in good condition. Drive and function. On our test drive, the Star Chief fired up quickly and settled into a smooth idle. It accelerates confidently, brakes evenly, and offers a surprisingly plush ride. The power convertible top functions smoothly, and all gauges and features operated as expected, with the exception of the clock and heater blower, which were inoperative during testing. Please note that while these features were working during a previous inspection, function at the time of purchase is not guaranteed. Summary. If you're looking for a 1950s cruiser that stands apart from the usual Tri-5 Chevys, this 1955 Pontiac Star Chief convertible is an excellent candidate. With long-term ownership, an older but very well-kept restoration, and a show-worthy presentation, this Pontiac offers tremendous value. It's a rare piece of American automotive history. Just look for the Flying Chief leading the way.
Number 11.
1955 Ford Fairlane Crown Victoria 2-door hardtop. Price, $37,900. Location, Miami. Finished in a stunning tropical rose and snowshoe white two-tone, this 1955 Ford Crown Victoria represents the height of mid-century American style. With its signature stainless basket-handled B-pillar, wraparound glass, and brilliant use of chrome, this is one of the most iconic designs of the 1950s. Fully restored with a frame-off rotisserie restoration in 2015 and over $29,000 in NOS and new parts, this Crown Vic is a near showpiece with the road manners to back it up. Exterior. The Fairlane Crown Victoria wears its era with pride. From the vented eyebrow headlight surrounds to the wide chrome grille and bumper, this car is a rolling statement of optimism and excess. Side trim creates a two-tone division that dips into the door, accenting the car's long lines in polished stainless. Most remarkable is the bright stainless B-pillar crown, which spans the roof and defines the Crown Vic aesthetic. Fender skirts, rocker moldings, gravel guards, and a fully trimmed rear bumper with integrated guards and dual chrome exhaust tips round out the presentation. Rolling on 15-inch true-spoke wire wheels with fresh rubber, date-coded early 2022, this car demands attention from every angle. Minor imperfections are limited to a few hairline cracks in the paint, but overall, it presents beautifully. Interior. Step inside and you're met with a magenta and white theme that continues the two-tone exterior. The vinyl split bench seats feature tuck and roll magenta inserts framed by white bolsters, separated by bright white piping. Door panels and rear side trim echo this layout and are finished with polished trim and original ashtrays. The tropical rose dash is capped in magenta and houses the domed speedometer, symmetrical chrome trim, and round gauge clusters, including a modern AM/FM radio custom fit to mimic factory layout. A locker floor shifter provides a tasteful update, while black loop carpet and a white headliner with stainless roof banding keep everything fresh and period correct. The trunk is clean and lined with a vintage plaid mat, complete with spare drivetrain. Under the hood is a rebuilt 272 CI-V8, dressed to impress with polished components, fresh paint, and chrome detailing. Topped with a Holley 4-barrel carburetor, this Y-block sounds strong and looks even better. A C4 3-speed automatic transmission sends power to a Ford 9-inch rear with a 3.73 gear ratio. Our consignor reports a new wiring harness, and drum brakes are present at all 4 corners. Undercarriage. The frame-off restoration continues below, where high-gloss black underbody shows exceptional care and consistency. Dual exhaust snakes pass the leaf-sprung rear and coil-sprung front suspension, exiting through chrome tips below the bumper. Other than a single oil drip noted during inspection, the underside is extremely clean and shows no structural concerns. Drive and function. Firing up easily, this Vic rolls down the road with poise. Visibility is panoramic thanks to the wraparound glass, and the car steers and brakes confidently. While some engine noise and reduced power were noted during our test drive, suggesting it may benefit from further tuning, the vehicle remains stable, drivable, and enjoyable. The heater blower does not function on high, and the clock is inoperable, but otherwise, the cabin electronics and gauges are in working order. Summary. This 1955 Ford Crown Victoria delivers on the promise of 1950s luxury and flair, from its rare tropical rose finish to its dazzling chrome trim and timeless silhouette. Whether you're heading to your next cruise night or planning to compete in local shows, this car is a strong candidate with curb appeal to spare. And with thousands invested in restoration, it's an exceptional value for any collector or enthusiast seeking something more than just another classic coupe.
Number 12.
1955 Imperial Newport. Price, $34,400. Location, California. Offered here is a striking 1955 Imperial Newport 2-door hardtop, the C69 short wheelbase model that marked Chrysler's first year establishing Imperial as a separate luxury mark. With dramatic styling, a powerful Hemi V8, and a lavish interior, this Newport was designed to rival the best offerings from Cadillac and Lincoln, and it succeeded. This example has been under the same ownership for 60 years and remains largely original with 84,077 miles. A cosmetic restoration was performed approximately 35 years ago, including paint and interior. It remains a stately and luxurious 1950s cruiser with enduring presence. Exterior. Finished in a two-tone green and white color scheme, the car features expansive steel body panels, tall rear fenders with pod-mounted taillights, and a wide beltline trim spear with a gentle quarter-panel flourish. The paint, while now showing signs of age with scratches, dings, bubbling, and wear from time, still presents with a pleasing shine. Chrome trim and bumpers are in very good condition overall, with only light corrosion present, primarily around the rear exhaust outlets integrated into the bumper. Additional exterior features include factory badging with light wear on color accents, 15-inch chrome wire wheels with faux spinner centers, wide white wall tires, Overall, this Imperial retains its commanding 1950s presence with straight body lines and well-preserved trim. Interior. The cabin is a rich showcase of 1955 Imperial luxury, adorned in white leather with deep green carpeting and two-tone accents. The split front bench and plush rear seat are upholstered in white tuck-and-roll leather, accented with piping and a period-correct armrest. The green and white dashboard is sculpted with dramatic curves and finished with chrome and aluminum brightwork. Interior highlights include power front bench seat with integrated base, power windows, rear driver's control inoperable, embossed white and green door panels with 1950s metallic thread fabric, two-tone dash with dual-gauge pods and original radio/speaker setup. Despite some minor wear and aging on bezels and trim, the interior remains elegant and inviting, showing careful ownership and craftsmanship. Drivetrain and mechanical. Under the hood resides the original 331 cubic inch firepower Hemi V8, topped by a 4-barrel carburetor and mated to a 2-speed PowerFlight automatic transmission. The drivetrain is original to the car and performs smoothly, delivering ample power for confident highway cruising. Mechanical features include 331 CI Hemi V8, original and unrestored, PowerFlight 2-speed automatic transmission, power steering and power brakes, drum. The car starts easily, runs well, and delivers a classic American luxury driving experience with smooth shifts and ample torque. Undercarriage. The underbody shows typical surface rust on frame components, body mounts, and suspension pieces, particularly near the rear of the car. However, the structure remains solid, and the floor pans appear sound. The dual exhaust system is intact, and no major mechanical issues are reported. Undercarriage details include surface rust throughout, but no major structural compromise. Solid body hangers and frame rails. Power drum brakes at all 4 corners. Driving impressions. The Imperial starts readily, idles smoothly, and delivers a relaxed, comfortable ride with responsive power from the Hemi V8. Handling is competent for its size, and visibility is excellent thanks to the sweeping windshield and open hardtop profile. The car drives with authority and style, ideal for parades, weekend cruising, or vintage touring. Minor notes include an inoperable horn and a non-functional driver's control for the left rear window, issues that do not detract from its overall usability. Summary. This 1955 Imperial Newport is a rare and regal survivor from the first year Imperial stood as a separate marque. With 60 years under the care of a single owner, it has been lovingly maintained and partially restored where needed. The 331 Hemi V8, original drivetrain, and classic two-tone styling all contribute to its unique presence and collectability. Whether driven as is or taken to the next level with light restoration work, this Imperial offers a proud and luxurious window into the peak of Chrysler's mid-century design. A refined cruiser ready for its next chapter in vintage motoring.
Number 13.
1954 Chrysler Windsor sedan. Price, $13,900. Location, Houston. Step into the chrome-laden elegance of 1950s America with this 1954 Chrysler Windsor sedan, a full-sized cruiser that captures the spirit of post-war prosperity and Detroit design excess. With its bulky dimensions, Art Deco-inspired chrome, and a straight-six drivetrain, this Windsor offers a rewarding entry point for classic car enthusiasts looking to own a genuine piece of Chrysler heritage. While it's not without its cosmetic flaws, this car is a solid driver with a smooth-running engine, ready to cruise while you bring it back to show quality. Exterior. This Chrysler wears its years with dignity, dressed in a patina-rich mix of light and dark blues, its finish showing worn-through paint, light scratches, and surface rust, especially in high-contact areas. While the finish is aged, the extensive chrome trim remains remarkably presentable, including a bold wraparound front bumper, wide chrome grille surround, and jet-inspired hood ornament. Chrome spears run the length of the body, ending at sculpted rear quarters where wraparound tail lights nestle into the subtly rounded fins. Polished hubcaps with Blackwell tires complete the look. Some trim shows minor dents and pitting, but overall this Windsor still has curb appeal and vintage charm. Interior. Inside, the cabin is a mix of original textures and time-earned wear. The two-tone blue vinyl and broadcloth bench seats feature dark vinyl bolsters and light blue cloth inserts. The material shows moderate staining and wear, particularly on the lighter inserts. Door panels are a combination of ribbed dark blue vinyl and soft light blue broadcloth, with areas of tearing, fading, and missing armrests. The dash is painted dark blue, housing a brushed metal instrument panel with twin round gauges, flanked by a ribbed padded top, now faded to a green hue. The green Bakelite steering wheel and chrome dash trim still glint with character. The headliner shows water staining and minor tears, and the carpet is faded throughout, but the structure remains intact for restoration. Drivetrain. Under the hood sits Chrysler's 264 Ci inline six-cylinder engine, a reliable power plant paired with a PowerFlight 2-speed automatic transmission. The engine starts easily and runs well, topped with a one-barrel carburetor and enclosed oil bath air cleaner. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a 3.90 rear axle. While not a powerhouse, this drivetrain provides a smooth, consistent drive that suits the car's relaxed demeanor. A perfect platform for weekend cruises or as a base for light restoration. Undercarriage. The underside shows significant surface rust, particularly on the frame edges, suspension components, and rockers. The rear and side inner rockers are rusted through, though the floor pans remain mostly solid, showing areas where factory undercoating has chipped away. The frame itself is structurally sound, but attention to the inner panels and rockers will be necessary in the future. Drum brakes are fitted at all four corners, providing adequate stopping power for the car's size. Drive and function. Despite its age, this Windsor starts reliably and runs smoothly. On the road, the car exhibits good manners for a large 1950s sedan, with predictable handling and decent braking for the era. Several electrical issues were noted during testing, including inoperative turn signals, horn, gas gauge, intermittent, and radio. These are likely due to aged wiring or switch contacts and will need further attention. Still, the car is fully drivable and functional where it counts. Summary. This 1954 Chrysler Windsor is an ideal light project car, mechanically sound and brimming with vintage personality. It represents a bygone era of size, style, and steel, and while the cosmetics are well worn, the bones are there for a rewarding restoration or preservation build. Whether you're looking to tinker, preserve, or eventually restore, this Windsor offers plenty of chrome for the dollar and an unmistakable presence on the road.
Number 14.
1950 Ford Custom two-door sedan. Price, $37,400. Location, Arizona. This 1950 Ford Custom two-door sedan represents a turning point in post-war American automotive styling, a shoebox Ford that broke from pre-war design conventions with its slab-sided body, modern curves, and distinctive bullet-nose grille. Benefiting from a full restoration, this example features a custom two-tone hawthorn green and black finish, a flathead V8 with 3-speed manual transmission, and stylish period accessories including a black vinyl roof and Continental kit. With its dramatic lines and restored interior, this Ford offers the ideal blend of vintage flair and usable charm. Exterior. Finished in a custom two-tone scheme of hawthorn green with a black mid-body sweep, this Ford commands attention with its curvaceous slab-sided body and signature bullet-nose grille. The paintwork retains a healthy shine but does show minor signs of age, including cracking and chips. Chrome trim and bumpers are in excellent condition, with mirror-like finish throughout. A notable feature is the rare black vinyl top, trimmed in bright chrome, which lends a formal air to the otherwise sporty profile. Fender skirts and a beautifully integrated Continental kit enhance the long, low look. Classic tailfins cradle oval taillights, and wide white wall radial tires wrap full chrome wheel covers at all four corners. Interior. Inside, the cabin is a complete redo, featuring black tuck-and-roll vinyl upholstery with silver accents and matching piping on the split front and full rear bench seats. The door panels echo this theme with silver inserts and futuristic-style door badges reminiscent of period design trophies. The dashboard, finished in exterior matching silver, retains its factory curves and original instrumentation, including a central speedometer, auxiliary gauges, with rebuilt fuel gauge, and a vintage oval-faced Ford AM radio. A central clock and white Bakelite steering wheel with chrome horn ring round out the dash. Clean black carpeting lines the floors, while a light gray headliner above remains tight and well-fitted. Lap belts have been added for both front and rear seating. Drivetrain in performance. Under the hood lies the legendary 239 Ci flathead V8, topped with a rebuilt 2-barrel carburetor and upgraded with a modern alternator in place of the factory generator. Mated to a 3-speed manual transmission, this setup delivers classic Ford performance with a pleasant exhaust note from the dual pipes with glass pack mufflers. The rear axle carries a 3.73 gear ratio, ideal for cruising. The engine bay shows an honest patina with light surface rust and dust but remains functional and true to period specifications. Undercarriage. The underbody is structurally sound, with solid floors, rockers, and frame rails. Light surface rust appears only where the protective black coating has worn away, typical of a well-used but well-maintained car. Suspension consists of an independent coil spring setup up front and traditional leaf springs in the rear, with drum brakes at all 4 corners. The dual exhaust system from the muffler's back appears recently installed and contributes to the car's distinctive post-war growl. Driving impressions. This 1950 Custom starts easily and drives well, offering a smooth, composed ride with confident braking and surprisingly light steering once underway. While it lacks power steering, maneuvering is manageable, and the car cruises comfortably on open roads. The engine runs smoothly, and the transmission shifts cleanly through the gears. Exterior lighting is fully functional, and the cabin remains comfortable for extended drives. Summary. A fine example of Ford's post-war innovation, this 1950 Custom 2-door sedan is a standout for its styling, history, and tasteful restoration. With features like the 2-tone finish, vinyl roof, rare Continental kit, and refreshed interior, it captures the optimism and design flair of the early 1950s. The iconic flathead V8 and manual transmission deliver authentic motoring enjoyment, making this car an ideal candidate for weekend cruises, vintage shows, or simply owning a stylish piece of American automotive heritage.
Number 15.
1965 Cadillac Calais hardtop sedan. Price, $10,000. Location, Arizona. This 1965 Cadillac Calais hardtop sedan was purchased on BAT in 2021 and driven cross-country from Nevada to Virginia, a journey documented in a 2-part BAT success story. It's since been refinished in its original sandalwood hue and received a number of mechanical and cosmetic updates. Power comes from a 429 Ci V8 paired with a rebuilt 3-speed turbo-hydromatic automatic transmission and enhanced by upgrades including a transmission cooler, aluminum radiator, and HEI distributor. Replacing the Series 62 for 1965, the Calais offered Cadillac styling in a slightly more restrained package. This example features a pillarless hardtop design, rear fender skirts, and 15 steel wheels with deep dish covers mounted on Hankook 235/75 tires. Suspension work performed in 2019 included shocks, springs, and bushings, while the braking system has been upgraded with front disc brakes since the seller's acquisition. The interior is trimmed in sandalwood deli cloth and coated fabric, with a power-adjustable front bench seat and dashboard reupholstered under current ownership. Features include power windows, driver control only, R134A converted air conditioning, and a modified AM/FM radio with auxiliary input. The trunk lacks a mat and is reported to leak. Instrumentation includes a horizontal speedometer, auxiliary gauges, and a clock, with the odometer showing 85,000 miles, around 10,000 of which were added by the seller. Total mileage is unknown. The 429 Ci V8 was factory rated at 340 horsepower and 480 lb-ft of torque. Modifications include an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, electronic ignition, and a 100-amp alternator. A transmission cooler and dual exhaust system have also been installed, and the car retains its air-assisted rear suspension. Offered with the owner's manual, service records, and a clean Kentucky title, this well-sorted Cadillac Calais blends long-term ownership with tasteful upgrades and presents as a distinctive, usable classic cruiser.